Good evening, Aquarius. Welcome to my channel, Spirit and I Incorporated. It is an absolute pleasure to have you with me this evening. I apologize for being out of the loop here for a few weeks. I had an incredibly busy May. However, I am back and thrilled to be. So thank you for joining me this evening. I am recording on the evening of the 16th of June, 2022. This forecast is for the month of June 2022, and it will be an integration of the new moon in Gemini that we just had on the 30th of May. Some very brief information astrologically there. And I will be speaking very briefly of the full moon in Sagittarius, the beautiful strawberry moon that we just had on June 14th. And this being said, Aquarius, I do hope that you're all doing well. Thank you for joining me. For those of you that are new, welcome to my channel. Spirit and I Incorporated truly appreciates all of you. All right, so as for Aquarius for June 2022, with respect to the new moon in Gemini that we had on the 30th of May at 9 degrees, for you, Aquarius, that fell in your fifth house of children, joy, romance, creativity, grandchildren, a really beautiful house to have a replenishment and an uplifting energy. This transit has provided the opportunity to perhaps even delve into some creativity that brings you some joy in your life, which may very well had been associated with children, as I mentioned earlier, yours or even grandchildren, perhaps, for some of you. So it's been a really uplifting energy. I hope that a lot of you Aquarians have been able to enjoy that. And I'd also like to delve into the fact that the full moon in Sagittarius that we just had on the 14th of June, known as the strawberry full moon, it fell in your 11th house of hopes and wishes, friendships, community, and in fact, resources as well. Financial resources is also something that the 11th house engages with, and as far as energies are concerned, planetarily speaking. And it was actually forming a beautiful sextile. Sextiles are aspects that are considered opportunities in astrology. And this full moon provided a beautiful sextile to your ruling planet, traditionally, Aquarius, which is Saturn, which has been transiting your house for the last couple of years here. And there appears to have been a healing with respect to perhaps your finances, a healing with respect to investments, and or a need for a healing to unfold. And certainly the energies are there for this to have engaged if it has not done so already. There's an emphasis to delve into your faith as well, Aquarius, really discerning what your faith is. And also there's a need for discerning who your friends are. Perhaps there's been some, I don't know, I'm just getting this instinctive feeling, which is also being suggested astrologically, that you are discerning who your friends really are and weeding out the ones that aren't. You're sifting the wheat from the chaff. And this is actually something that's very healthy to do, because you're really wanting to envision and receive healthier new beginnings, not only in your short term, but in your long term, in your future. And this is associated not only with your financial resources and a building in your portfolio, your financial portfolio, but also with friends. Perhaps there's been some questionable friends with respect to resources, however that's resonating. And I'm not sure how that would, but it may very well be for some of you Aquarians. So finances, healing in finances, healing in investments, and a healing in your friendship arenas as well. Sifting the wheat from the chaff, discerning genuinely who your friends genuinely are to you and who are not. And I think that this is very positive, actually. So that's what's been happening astrologically for you since the end of May, with an integration of the new moon in Gemini that we had on the 30th of May at 9 degrees, and this full strawberry full moon in Sagittarius that we just had on the 14th of June. Now I'm going to commence the balance of this forecast by looking at some energies with the Animal Spiritual Oracle deck. And we'll take a look at some details through the Cat Tarot to clarify. And then we'll close out the forecast with one card from the Enchanted Map Oracle deck. Again, this is for Aquarius for June 2022. Welcome to all of you Aquarians. I certainly hope that you're all doing well. Indeed. Thank you to you Aquarians that engage with my channel and like the channel and subscribe to it. It does help my videos to circulate. Spirit and I Incorporated genuinely appreciates. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This being said, Aquarius, let's take a look at your energies here for June 2022. And please bear in mind that any energies are fluid. They're not linear. So whenever you're meant to come across this forecast is the time that you're meant to listen to it. And that will be what's appropriate for you. So let's delve in. All right, Aquarius. First card out for your most recent past energies. Oh, beautiful. We have the Eagle Spirit soaring as Spirit would have you soar, as the Christ spoke of in his sermons as well. Speaking spiritually here for a moment, the Christ said we are to soar like eagles, as eagles are the bird that flies the highest in the skies. And we are to soar like eagles, and you are seemingly soaring, Aquarians. The numerical number of 23 reducing to a 5, which has to do with change. You know that the universe has your back, Spirit has your back, and you are very much engaging with universal support here. You're totally supported, Aquarius, with whatever changes you're wishing to delve into. And this, again, may have very much to do with what I just mentioned astrologically, with respect to finances, investments, and even friendships. You know, sifting the wheat from the chaff and wanting healing and positivity moving forward, and engaging only with those that have the same energy, that are likened to your energy of wanting to move forward in peace, healing, and upliftment, because that's where your blessings come from. Beautiful energies, Aquarius. In your current energies, we have the Bobcat Spirit. This is what it looks like in the upright. The numerical number of 8, and it speaks of, you know, life being a mystery. Now, it did come up in the reverse, and this would suggest to me in the reverse that perhaps for some of you Aquarians, you know, you've been going through some questionable times, some mysterious times, not understanding certain, you know, energies that have been playing out. This could very well have to do with what I mentioned astrologically with respect to, you know, finances, resources, investments, friendships, associates, or how they may be associated in these energies related to finances. But it has, for some of you Aquarians, you know, not understanding perhaps how certain energies have been using their resources, and perhaps you have engaged with that and it has maybe depleted your energies, as the energy here in the reverse would indicate. Or perhaps for some of you Aquarians, there has been a depletion of resources. Perhaps there's been some changes within the home, or changes with employment for those of you that are engaged in the workforce, where there has been some question of, you know, resources or a depletion thereof with respect to money. Some ways that this energy could be playing out. Moving forward into your forthcoming energies, we have the Electric Eel Spirit. The number 24 reduces to a 6, and the number 6 is indicative of balance. So you're looking to find some balance in this movement forward that I've mentioned with respect to your finances. You want to bring some new ideas to life. You want to have the ability to perhaps, as I mentioned, the fifth house is very active for you right now. Perhaps you're looking into creating something new that will increase your resources, that will perhaps be some passive income for you that will be increasing to your financial resources. These are ways that, pardon me for a moment. Neptune, be still. I am working. I love you. Good girl. I apologize, Aquarius. I'm live, so I couldn't pause the video, and I had to talk to my cat because she was certainly seeking my attention. But getting back to you here, you're looking to increase your finances. And perhaps that's through a creative project of some sort. And you're wishing to move forward with it in a beautiful way. And you are being supported universally. You're being guided by your spiritual counsel to do so, as you have these beautiful cobalt and royal blue colors, which are indicative of universal support, to create something new that will increase your financial portfolio. And being very discerning who you share that with. Perhaps there have been, a way that this could be playing out in your 3D arenas. Perhaps there have been, persons that have been looking for financial support from you, and you're not understanding why, because it has been, depleting you and depleting your energies, and you're wishing to reel back those energies into yourself in a positive fashion to rebuild. And this speaks of discernment, listening to instincts. If it feels correct to engage in a partnership or an investment of some sort, do so. And if it does not, don't do it. Follow your intuition. Very, very prominent energy here, and that will help also to rebuild your resources. That's what I'm picking up very, very strongly in these energies. I'm going to get some clarification now through the Cat Tarot, taking a look at your eagle spirit in your most recent past energies, where you are to soar like the eagle through the changes that you're wishing to make as you move forward. Beautiful energies, Aquarius. Let's take a look. I'm really actually liking these energies, but there's a very strong intuitive message I'm getting here, to be very discerning who you're lending your energies to and who you're lending your money to, because there's been some sort of a concern about that, or you're not quite, for those of you Aquarians that are resonating with this portion of the forecast, you're not quite trusting something that you're questioning regarding money. So follow your intuition, and that will, allow the universe to keep you guided and to keep you protected with respect to that question regarding resources. So let's just take a look. Pardon me if I have to cough once in a while. My throat is very dry right now. A lot of wind in my area at this time, and the wind stirs up all the pollen. All right, let's take a look. Aquarius for June 2022. First card out for your most recent past energies, Aquarius. We have the Five of Wands. And the Five of Wands is an energy of, firstly, it's in the upright, so it is positive. It appears as though there's been, I don't want to say battle, but in your recent past energies, for some of you, There may be a concern for those of you that are in the workforce, or someone that's in the workforce that needs some guidance in forward movement. There is some concern of a battle. It's a little bit foggy to me right now, but the way I'm feeling this instinctively is that, the Five of Wands is typically an energy of tension, stress, perhaps getting ready to go into battle mode, as is indicated here. Getting the ducks lined up in a row, getting the soldiers, set up. The advice here is to soar like the eagle and to not engage with this energy because it's quite prominent. But if you stay in focus with your higher spiritual counsel, you can stay out of this energy. You can certainly offer some guidance to whomever is associated with you, perhaps a friend or an associate or some other type of an energy. But the advice here is to not go into battle. The advice is to, follow universal guidance and soar above, rise above the tension, rise above the stress, and soar like the eagle, as you are supposed to soar through whatever the change is that some of you Aquarians may be going through. For those of you that are engaged in the workforce, this could have to do with the change of employment, or someone that is going through a change of employment that perhaps is a little bit battlesome. Try not to get drawn into the energy. You can certainly offer advice if that is part of the path that you are discerning at this time. But the advice is very strong here to soar above anything that would be, impeding upon you, and as far as your energy level is concerned. That's how I'm picking this up intuitively. Very interesting. Clarifying the Five of Wands. Yeah, we have death in the upright. I'm actually seeing this as very positive. It's an ending. So perhaps whatever this situation was or is that's been going on, perhaps for some of you Aquarians, that has already come to an end, as would be indicated by the death card in the upright. So whatever this energy is, it's come to an end. For some of you, where this is, an employment scenario, could be that an employment situation came to an end and you have soared above that. You have made peace with it. You are moving forward into making the necessary changes. Or this could be somebody that you're associated with that has experienced this type of energy, and you are choosing to protect your energy by rising above, even though you're aware that there's a change in this person's energy field. You are rising above it and perhaps assisting them to be wise to rise above it and release it because it has come to an end. This has happened in the most recent past energies. It could be the last 4 years. It could be the last 2 weeks or any time in between. Very interesting energies. And it could be reflecting and playing into this energy of, feeling that life is a mystery right now with this bobcat spirit in reverse, where it is, concerning you for your finances as well, or the finances of whoever this is that may be associated with you, Aquarius. You can't quite figure it out. If this is an energy outside of you, family or friends, and it could very well be, an associate as well, or for those of you engaged in the workforce, if this is, your employment environment at present, perhaps there's a change that's happening. Either way, there's a change of energy here with respect to employment and resources. And it's, for those of you that are resonating with this, where this may have to do with your own energy in an employment environment, you can't quite figure out why there was a change, and it's been affecting you somewhat negatively. And if this is in association to somebody that if it's a friend or even a family member, you don't understand why it happened. But the advice is to not lean on our own understanding. The advice is to stay in spiritual counsel for your own energy field, Aquarius. And when you do so, you understand that spiritually speaking, universally speaking, we are not to lean on our own understanding. We are supposed to allow the universe to make the necessary changes that are needed to allow the death of something to happen, metaphorically speaking, because it wasn't for your highest and best good, or the energy or the person that was in your life wasn't for your highest and best good, and it had to come to an end. And in so doing, perhaps it has affected you financially, where it has depleted you financially. But you do have the ability to soar above this, Aquarius, because by staying in spiritual counsel, the universe will show you how to replenish anything that has been lost. That is the message. I apologize for the long-windedness on that. It was a little bit challenging for me, perhaps because it's a bit of a mystery, to find words to explain these energies, but that's how I am intuitively receiving this message. So clarifying the Bobcat spirit, we have the King of Wands in the reverse. And in this particular scenario, the King of Wands in reverse would indicate that there was an energy that came in and as quickly as it came in, it left. So perhaps there was an opportunity for someone be it friends or family, to have, a completion and perhaps a new beginning. And it has been a mystery why it hasn't unfolded at present. That's a way that this could be playing out. The King of Wands can be a bit of a trickster when it's in the reverse. Perhaps the opportunity that was presented to you, or the suggestion of an opportunity from someone that was presented to you, was mysterious. This is a very interesting forecast. It's even throwing me for a little bit of a loop energetically, because it's very mysterious. But something it's almost like something is being hidden from you, Aquarius. Or someone is hiding something from you with respect to an employment scenario, for those of you that are engaged in an employment arena. Very interesting. I'm going to get another card to clarify the King of Wands, and that energy is the Two of Cups. This is what the Two of Cups looks like in the upright. I do hope that you can see it. The Two of Cups typically speaks of a loving energy, but it's an energy when it is connected with the King of Wands in reverse. It's almost like someone, an energy of some sort, has presented itself to be very loving, and yet you're feeling that there is a deceit. There's a mysterious energy about it that's not feeling genuine. And as a result, it's affecting you financially, or has affected you financially in a negative fashion. Perhaps there's a change of employment, or there is about to be for someone. If this is not resonating for you, Aquarius, it could be for somebody that you know, perhaps even within a foundational arena, or with a spouse, or with a family member of some sort. That's how I'm picking this up. A little bit, it's very mysterious. It's even difficult for me to interpret, to be perfectly honest with you, but that's so far what I'm getting from this. Another way that this could be playing out, and I just felt this very strongly instinctively, that the Two of Cups could be indicative of you reminding yourself, your spiritual self, reminding your human self to engage in your own counsel, which would be a confirmation of soaring with the eagle, in knowing that spirit has your back with whatever this battlesome, concerning issue is with someone that you know, whether it's within the family line or with a coworker, could be as well. So that's another way that this energy could be playing out, in that you're choosing to stay within your own counsel. In fact, I'm feeling that quite strongly. So that whatever is mysterious to you that you're questioning with respect to money, that you don't get tricked by it, because it feels like there's something so mysterious about this financial energy here, that it's concerning to you. And as a result, you're really needing to stay with your own counsel, to be discerning, as I mentioned, astrologically, knowing who your friends are, knowing who your coworkers are, for those of you that are resonating with this. And as far as an employment situation is concerned, there's something questionable here with respect to money. Or this is happening to somebody that you know. It could even be a family member. So that's what I'm picking up on that. And I apologize for the long-windedness on that, but that's the energies I'm feeling. Very interesting forecast, Aquarius. Moving forward into your forthcoming energies of maintaining that balance. And you have the full universal support here, Aquarius. So stay in the flow of your spiritual counsel, and it will bring you the ideas that you need to bring something new to life that will provide beautiful forward movement, balance, and healing, because the 6 also has to do with health and wellness, interestingly enough, so that whatever this energy is does not affect you insofar as your health and your wellness is concerned. The balance that you need in your energy field. You want to stay discerning, to stay strong mentally and physically. So clarifying this eel spirit in your forthcoming energies, we have the Empress, and this is what the Empress looks like in the upright. This is a major arcana, and the Empress has to do with the mother. So perhaps some of you are mothers here, or this is associated with the mother energy, which is interesting because we just had this full moon in Sagittarius on June 14th, known as the Strawberry Super Full Moon, and it's this highly spiritual full moon. Now, the energy did come up in the reverse when I pulled the card. I just wanted to show it to you upright, so hopefully you can see how beautiful this energy is. The energy is in reverse, and this would indicate to me that, typically the Empress, when she's in the upright, she meaning energy, as we all, regardless of our gender, have the masculine and feminine energies, is the nurturer, is abundantly blessed, and sits in her own power, has learned lessons that life has taught, and doesn't make the same mistakes twice. So in the reverse, wanting to bring these ideas into life and feeling that balance, perhaps some of you have felt, by moving forward would deplete that balance or deplete your energies or, deplete your resources. So I would intuit this energy in the reverse to indicate that you are taking the time to pause, as would be indicated here if you look at this spiritually, by continuing to engage with your own spiritual counsel to bring the ideas to life that you wish, but being very discerning. This energy in the reverse is reminding you to be very discerning with whatever you wish to move forward with, whether it's an investment, whether it's a new employment opportunity, whether it's a financial investment with somebody, could even be family related. Be very discerning, because there is something that you're concerned about here, or have been concerned about, and you don't want to take past concerns into the future with you as you're trying to create, something new, which is why there is a need to stay focused on your own spiritual counsel so that you know what is the correct thing to do, because God will show you. Spiritual counsel will show you. Very interesting forecast. Wow. It's very beautiful and it's positive, but it's also reminding you to be cautious and to not be concerned of that which is mysterious, as long as you stay focused on your Christ consciousness, your spiritual counsel, because your intuition will guide you appropriately and will allow you the discernment. This is the energy of discernment. The Empress is very discerning. And when the energy is in reverse, you're questioning some things, Aquarius. There's some sort of a mystery you're trying to figure out with respect to your resources, and or even your foundation, or how that would affect your foundation, because you want to maintain balance, and you have the ability to do so, but it's going to require that continued, followed, intuitive guidance, which is from the universe. Very, very important. Clarifying the Empress. Wow. There in the upright, we have the King of Swords to clarify this Empress. And the King of Swords, Aquarius, in the upright is suggesting to me that you're being not only discerning, but you're having the strength to maintain that discernment. And you may even be being assisted by somebody, because the King of Swords can be like an authority type figure, for those of you in the employment field, could be like a manager or a general manager. Some sort of an authority figure that you might be conferring with, to help you with what you're trying to figure out with respect to employment, whether this has to do with yourself or with another, to allow the ideas that you are wishing to create and or to help another with manifest. That's how I'm picking this up very strongly. This is a very interesting forecast. It's positive and beneficial and fruitful as long as you stay focused on your spiritual counsel. I cannot emphasize that enough, Aquarius, because that's what's going to protect you, for the lack of a better expression, to allow you to move forward positively by releasing whatever this mystery is that is depleting you and possibly has even depleted some of your finances. This could also be, looking at this in another fashion, I'm just feeling instinctively, this could be like an accountant. Perhaps some of you Aquarians are speaking with an accountant regarding your resources. Or there could be a question of finances that you were expecting to receive and there is a delay, and it has to do with an accounting error of some sort, something to do with money. Sorry, I'm trying to, very interesting. I'm trying to provide energy explanations here of how this could possibly be paying out. But the King of Swords is someone that's going to be very helpful to you. It is in the upright, so that's positive. I'm feeling very strongly this could be somebody like an accountant that's helping you figure something out financially to provide you the balance that you need to create something new, or to help someone else create something new that you know, to help them to move forward while you're trying to be, discerning, because it's mysterious to you. I'm sorry, Aquarius. That's how I'm picking this up, and I do hope that there's some clarity in this message for you. Very interesting. The predominant energy message here is discernment, staying within your own spiritual counsel to help you clarify whatever this mystery is regarding money, with respect to somebody that you know, or that somebody that you know that is in need of money. Or perhaps there has been a tremendous loss for somebody, and they've been in a battlesome mode, and as you're trying to soar above the confusion and the mystery, the need to stay in your own spiritual counsel, which will protect you from whatever this questionable energy is here with respect to finances. By speaking with somebody that's, an authority in that area, like perhaps an accountant, to replenish, to nurture something new, either for yourself or to help somebody else. Very interesting. But that's what I'm getting, Aquarius. I'm sorry it's a little bit all over the place. I'm trying to piece it together. This is a mystery indeed. It's quite a puzzle. Very interesting. But I will get one card from the Enchanted Map Oracle deck to close out this forecast. Or possibly two cards to see if I can get any further clarification. I do hope that this is resonating for those of you that are in need, to perhaps help you piece the puzzle together. Perhaps I've been able to provide a little bit of clarity to do so. I certainly hope I have, because it certainly has been a mystery to me. This has been one of my more difficult readings. I apologize, Aquarius. There's so many of you. It could be playing out in so many different ways, as this is a collective energy. So I'm certainly picking up on different energies, but I do hope that what I have expressed has provided some clarity and that it's helping you to piece it together for however this may or may not be resonating for you Aquarians. Anyway, closing out the forecast with a card from the Enchanted Map Oracle for Aquarius, June 2022. And that energy card is Cleaning House. Interesting. This is providing me with actually a lot of clarity. This energy, I hope you can see these cards there. The colors are so rather muted, and sometimes when I'm doing live streams, the internet is buffering, so I hope it's not blurry. I don't have the best lighting either. I have to really make an effort to change that. But getting back to your forecast, Aquarius, the 37 first and foremost reduces to a 10, and 10s are indicative of completion. The card speaks about cleaning house. So whatever this mystery is that's going on with your finances, you're taking the bull by the horns and you're cleaning house, which to me indicates that you're getting rid of anything or anyone that's disrupting your finances. Getting rid of. Those are terrible words. Perhaps allow me to express it this way. You are being very discerning with who you are extending your resources to and who you are not, including what you yourself are perhaps spending on within your own energies or your own environment, which could be with a home. For those of you that are engaged in the workforce, this could be an absolute change of employment. In fact, it could indicate to me that your cleaning house could be an energy of saying to yourself, you've had enough of where you've been and you're moving on because you don't understand why there's a change going on in the arena of employment that you thought was being beneficial or where you were feeling beneficial. Perhaps there's been some question there, or someone that has perhaps made a change that has affected their resources, and perhaps you feel the timing was off. Hence, you wanting to understand how you can provide new ideas to that individual who is needing to make a change to increase their resources. Whether this is your own scenario, your own employment, or a family member, or even a friend or a coworker. There's several ways that this could play out, but that's what I'm feeling instinctively. But the key message here is that you're cleaning house. This is reflecting me back to your astrological portion of your forecast, Aquarius, that you're looking to your higher self as indicated by this spiritual cat here sitting on the windowsill, receiving messages from the universe, from the skies, understanding that there has been an ending with some people in your life, whether this is family or friends, and needing to let them go. If this is an employment scenario, needing to walk away if you haven't already done so, and creating something new that brings you joy and replenishes your soul and your spirit and your finances. And perhaps having someone like an accountant help you figure out your resources of what you have, how to perhaps make that grow, and being very discerning moving forward how you extend those resources to others. Very positive messages, very heavy messages, all related to finances, change, discernment, knowing who your friends are, knowing the ones who aren't, letting go, releasing scenarios that are depleting you, including financially. That's what I'm getting for you, Aquarius. I apologize. This forecast was a little bit difficult for me, if I do say so myself. Difficult insofar as, feeling the mystery of it myself. Understanding that, this is genuinely a time, and I guess this is the prominent message I wish to express, is to not lean on our own understanding, including myself as I try to interpret this forecast, but to understand that the divine, God, spiritual council, the creator, knows exactly what's going on and will help you figure it all out as long as you stay connected to your intuitive, spiritually guided counsel. That's the key message. And then it'll all unfold in the beautiful divine timing that it's supposed to unfold in. And while you are staying connected to your spiritual counsel and seeking, advice from someone you can trust, like an accountant, you'll be able to clean house, let go of those and that which hasn't served you, so that you can release and understand the mystery finally, let it go, and rebuild. That's what I'm feeling is the very predominant message here, is to stay focused on your universal counsel and you will be fine. And to not allow other energies, other people, whether they are within the family or within the work environment or within, a home scenario of some sort, to disrupt that flow, that balance that you're seeking, the clarity that you're seeking. You will maintain your clarity through the spiritual counsel by releasing and allowing an ending to happen that is not, or is no longer beneficial, whatever that means. And for each of you, this may be resonating very differently. And for some of you, it may not resonate at all. But that's the message I'm receiving for you, Aquarius, for June 2022. I thank you for joining me. I apologize again for this being a rather heavy forecast, but this is what came out for your energies. And again, this won't resonate for all of you. So take what does and hopefully allow it to work for you, and stay focused on your spiritual counsel, Aquarius, and you'll be fine. But that is the prominent message here, is to soar like the eagle. That's the predominant message. Spirit has your back. The universe has your back. As long as you stay focused on spiritual counsel, you'll be able to have the necessary discernment that you need for whatever is in question for you at this time regarding someone and how that is related to finances. I will be back towards the end of June, Aquarius, to deliver the new moon in Cancer forecast. Until then, please take extra special care and know that the universe has your back. Just stay focused in prayer and in meditation so that you can be clearly and intuitively guided. And that will help you make the correct choices for whatever you are discerning through at this time. I will be back soon, Aquarius. Until then, take really, really good care. And I will see you towards the end of the month. And stay focused. Stay focused on your spiritual counsel. You'll be fine, Aquarius. I'll be back soon. Good night for now.